So 2022 was a chaotic year for most UX designers. From tech layoffs to economic crisis, from the threat of AI taking our future UX design jobs, it was a bit bleak. So what shall we do in 2023 if things look that bad? I don't know about you guys, but I will try to focus on the things I can control, and that is improving my skills as a UX designer. Now, it is one thing to have the goal to become a better UX designer and another to actually become one. That is exactly why James Clear says on his Atomic Habits, both winners and losers have the same goals. The UX designer who got the new job and the UX designer who didn't had the same goals. So what separated them? I am coming to believe it is our habits. What we repeatedly do consistently. That is why I will share with you these 4 habits I will implement in 2023 to become a better UX designer. First, I will use ChatGTP to generate ideas at the beginning of each UX design project. And I will use it specifically to generate ideas. For example, if I'm at the high fidelity phase of a project and I'm looking for, let's say, some type font pairings, I will ask ChatGTP, hey, can you give me 10 suggestions of what kind of a font I could use for this app that needs this branding X? And once I get some options, I can try some variations on what I believe works the best. This significantly cuts my research time because ChatGPT actually gives me options way faster than me actually looking for them in Screenlane or let's say Dribble. Now let's say you are designing a new UI screen on your UX project you've been working for a while and you realize you need to actually create a new button component because you don't have that particular variation. You tell yourself, I will just fix it later. You write a comment. Later on, as the month passes, you realize that you have copied and pasted that uncomponentized button out in different places and now you have 20 screens to clean up. This is a very common thing that happened to me, and this year 2023, I will do my best to actually clean up my UI design components as I go. Now, I believe once you reach to a certain level of competence in UI design, improving is much more about finding the techniques that other UI designers you respect use and trying to put them in your projects by trial and error, see if it works or not. I do this when I'm looking for designers like in Screenlane or Dribble, and I find myself trying to imitate their techniques, but I am repeating the same work over and over again because I do not have a design bank. I do not have one single source in my Figma file where I have actually put all these great techniques I solve on these platforms. So each time I am actually on a new project, I have to go look them up on the Screenlane to find those designers again, and it's very inefficient. So one of my goals in 2023 is to create my own UI design bank on Figma so that I can just put the certain designs I like from other designers and I will just go to that file instead of going back through Screenlane and Dribble all over again for each project. Final habit, and this is a bit more personal. When I was young, I was lucky enough to have certain mentors that took me under their wing to teach me certain things that is about life or let's say business or design in general for free. And I felt guilty about this for years because I believe it was a one-way, one-sided relationship. Because I believed I was the only one who was learning, so I believed I was the only one who was receiving a benefit from that relationship. Yet I was wrong, and I didn't realize how wrong I was till I started this YouTube channel. Because I found out as I kept teaching new things like new techniques on Figma, like how to create variations or some UX design laws, I found out I got a better understanding of the concept because to teach, you really have to strip things down to their bare bones. So then I realized how all my mentors also actually had a beneficial relationship from me because I was there to learn and they were there to teach, and they were getting better in their craft when they were teaching me because they were getting that practice of simplifying the concepts. That's why for 2023 I am going to keep this posting habit on YouTube. I'm going to keep posting these UX design videos so that you can become a better UX designer, but also selfishly I can become better too in my communication skills and also in my craft. Now all these habits are great, but if you want to become a UX designer in 2023 and you are just beginning, these habits are not enough. You need a road plan, and if you want to get the road plan, watch this video next.